topic. Small etiquette. Okay, hi guys, welcome
Hi,
to another special edition of Sisterhood and Self. My name is Grace Lucia and I'm here with my friend.
patience.
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about a very popular topic, which is we'll be emphasizing and having a conversation on small etiquette practices that can boost your confidence as a young lady.
Woman.
Yes. So before we proceed, we want to lay the foundation. What does etiquette mean to you?
Okay. Etiquette basically mean doing things the modern way.
So when we say
Etiquette
the modern
basically
way,
it just means doing things in a classy, unique, ladylike way. Not like those people from the streets, like no offense. Not behaving like a rash person, as an educated person. There are things you decide to just do different, and it's mostly applicable to ladies as much as there are certain things that is also applicable to the men, but then it's just behaving classy, like the classy woman that you are.
yeah. So and then because you're not behaving like you came from the bush or having a rash behavior, sorry to use that word, but etiquette has to do with certain practices or behavior that is expected of you as a lady.
Yeah.
So today we'll be building a conversation on what are certain expectations for a young lady as an adult, as a teenager, and as a young girl. There are certain ethical practices that you should put in place. So first and foremost, we'll be going to the aspect of dressing as a young lady. So there are certain expectations when you're dressing up. You don't just go out looking naked or go out and then you're attracting unnecessary attention.
Yeah.
As a classy lady, you cannot go for an interview or you cannot go for let's say go to a professional space dressed in a certain way. There are always certain
There are
expectations.
certain dressing for
Yes,
certain
styles for certain
occasions.
occasions.
Yeah.
So today we will just share a bit on that and then as well as on other aspects that as young
That you can
ladies we
apply
need
etiquette.
etiquette in.
Yeah.
So let's go straight to the dressing.
Yes. Please,
So what are the expectations?
like we just said, there are certain dressings for certain occasions. Like if you are going for a wedding, for example, the way you dress is entirely different from how you dress if you're going for an interview. And
Exactly.
then even for the interview, um sometimes companies differ, like depending on the company you are going to interview for is different from how you be going to interview for another person. But there's a general idea that if you are going for interview, you're supposed to come dressed in a corporate form. And corporate dressing isn't really so much of a big deal. It's just wearing something that makes you look English corporate, like as simple as wearing a shirt and a skirt or a trouser
Yeah.
with a covered shoe. It's that simple. And then every other thing around that, just make sure that you come out in a corporate form if you're going for an interview. Then if you're going for a wedding, of course, that's where everything goes down. So your dressing is entirely different for
Yeah.
the occasions you go for. If you're going for a casual gathering, of course your dressing is going to be casual. It's going to be casual, like t-shirt, sneakers, and a jean trouser, or t-shirt, a simple sandal shoe, and something, for you to just look up it. And these things are not even so difficult to do. You can
Yeah.
check all these things online, and
And you get
you'd get certain. So, like we all know, the way you dress is how you be addressed. So every occasion as a lady, and
unique.
please always dress to not pepe, but dress to look classy.
Yeah, and then I also want to add up on what she has said. I want to add up on the topic of colors. Yeah, I know that now we're getting so many ideas
Ideas.
on colors. The colors we used to think will not match. Now
Mm.
they are matching. You see someone on orange and a blue top. You see someone on yellow and cream, and then it's
It looks
looking good.
very.
So you really need to be very intentional about the colors you mix even in your dressing as a young lady.
I
You
think
don't
there's a
just go
standard.
about, yeah, you don't just go about, okay, yes, we know that the Gen Zs are being bold and daring, but even in the color mixing, there are certain colors that pop out your look, they pop out your skin,
Yeah,
they
skin
make you
tone.
look good, and then there are certain colors that when you wear,
It makes you look dim.
so we really need to actually work on that. And then lastly, I also think in the aspect of dressing, you also need to know how to accessorize, know the right accessories to use for your
Mm.
outfit. You're wearing let's say you're wearing English wear, know the right
The
bag to
kind of
use, the right earrings to
earrings,
use, and all
necklace,
of that. There are
anklets.
some outfits that may not necessarily require too
Yeah,
much accessories,
yeah.
while there are some that requires more of those accessories.
Yeah. So like we talked about the dressing and the accessory. You know, your skin tone determines the kind of color you
Yeah.
combine. If you are dark skinned, like my friend and I, you know that using colors that are really dim or dark wouldn't really pop out your skin tone. But then when you wear colors like I'm just doing it, if you're a dark person, just go for the bright colors. I know sometimes I used to be someone that just like dark, I just like black. But then becoming a lady as you grow older and trying to just be that classy woman, you know, sometimes you just want to just do a little. So there are colors that are not it and these things, it's not like they are so expensive. You know, it's as simple as wearing a white shirt on a blue skirt or a blue trouser, blue jean trouser or black jean trouser. Just ensure that you don't do a lot of colors. And then you know there's something with these colors, that these materials that come mixed.
Yeah.
Like if you are going to be wearing a mixed color, like except for something like this that you can do an up and down with it. Let's say you're wearing something like this up and choose to carry another thing that is like this but not this material and put it down. You don't mix it like that. Most times you go for a one color and then something like this, except
Yeah,
if it's
clean
a
and
like it's a
pattern.
same material and all of that. So it's as simple as just find colors, and you can also check for these things online. I mean, there are so many people on YouTube that are talking about these things that you can pick. Google can also give you idea. You can know your skin tone and know what to match with it and all of that. So I think you need to love this mustard yellow for no just reason. It's just so cool. It looks like a dusty kind of yellow touch, So your skin tone determines the kind of color you combine. Simple tip, that's just, I think there's a standard of combining colors that you shouldn't exceed 3 colors or 4 colors from head to toe. So whatever it is that you are putting, just ensure that your colors are not too much. They don't dim your appearance rather than boosting your appearance, as well as the accessory. If you are going for something gold, go for gold, same gold earrings and necklace, not silver necklace and silver. I have a friend that you can get this idea. You can follow her on Instagram, Lebonia. She can give you a lot of ideas on what to know when it comes to accessorizing.
Yeah, so we'll be moving to another aspect of etiquette, table etiquette. So many times, many ladies want to shy away from this table etiquette, but if you plan to be in the professional world, you plan to dine with the high and mighty, you need some of this information.
Yeah.
When you go out to a restaurant and you're served with your cutleries, you don't just pick any of the cutleries and assume this is for
Just
this and this is for that. There are certain expectations. First and foremost, your fork is there, your knife is there. You're expected to ensure that they are clean. Most of these cutleries come with, maybe you could see a napkin to clean them, and then you can use your fork in your left hand and then maybe the knife in your right hand, and use it to maybe cut your protein and eat with the meal. And it gives you, using getting familiarizing yourself with cutlery, knowing how to eat trickles, meals, and all of that gives you this confidence, makes you
know that you can go
yeah,
anywhere
where
and you
and
can be
you're
you're not
comfortable,
you're not thinking of how will I
how to
behave when I
struggle.
go when I go. So I don't know how comfortable it is for me. I don't really, when they give all of that, I just pick the fork and hold it in my hand and eat with it. I don't always, except official gatherings like that. But usually when I go to any eatery and they drop it, I just pick the fork there and eat with it. So I don't know how comfortable it is. I mean, for you who have,
Yeah.
how comfortable it is for a right-handed person to use the fork on the left hand with the knife. Is it because you use majorly the right hand to cut and the left
Yes.
is just to pick and eat that makes it comfortable,
Yes.
since you're
Yes.
okay? So
So
what if you want to use spoon? Do you swap it with the knife or with the fork?
okay, if you want to use spoon, you actually will swap. You will have to drop the knife.
Okay.
Yes. So most of especially say you can even drop the cutleries, the both cutleries, and just use your
Stick
spoon
to
if
your
you
spoon.
feel you're more comfortable with that.
But then
And
you can't eat meat with spoon now. It's
No, you
sweeter with
can't.
fork. So when you cut, you just pick it and put it in your mouth. So we'll share the tip for you.
Yeah, and then another thing you need to note is taking your food a bit at a time. Don't rush. The food might be tasting so nice and all of that. Please
Be
don't
calm.
rush.
It's not going
Calm.
anywhere.
Take your food one step at a
At a
time.
time,
And
yeah.
also don't talk like
While
any
eating.
other while eating.
With food
It
in
doesn't
your
look
mouth.
good. Yeah, you have so much food in your mouth and your tongue is coming out.
That's why you have
And-
to eat. That's why you have to fetch the food in small portions.
Yes.
So that you easily get done with it. And even if you're having a conversation with someone,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can even
still
pause.
converse through it because it's small in your mouth and then you just get done with it.
Yeah, so these are
so-
some of the practices we need
Yeah.
as a young
And
lady.
then what about public places, for example, when someone takes you out on a date
Yeah, you
and
need to be very
you have to
cautious.
enter the car, open the door and all of that, or what to even choose, what to eat. You know,
Yes.
some ladies go and they embarrass the lineage of women and womanhood.
Honestly, I saw a video. I think that there has been a trending video of a lady that went out. I think it didn't even happen in Nigeria. She went out, ordered for a stick, and she was eating it. Eating it so when that video went viral. And this guy got disgusted, left her. He didn't pay the bills. He just paid for what he left, ate and left. And she can't call him in the middle of you left me. If I had known you would not do this and all of that.
Sister, won't you
Please,
left yourself if you were the one?
please.
You left yourself.
You need to do better.
Do
as
better,
ladies,
do
as
better.
ladies.
And I don't know, what do you think about sharing bills on it on dates? Like,
I think these are some of the conversations we should have even before going out on that date.
yeah,
We don't just go with an assumption that this person will foot your bills. No.
completely.
Yes. I think in fact every young lady, before going on a date, make sure you have some money with you.
Yeah.
Because anything can come up. This guy can ghost you in the middle.
You call it no nonsense money.
I'm
Just keep
telling
it
you,
there in
so
case of
you
anything.
and then don't order for what you cannot
What you
pay
can't.
for.
I think the
Common
conversation is
courtesy
really
demands,
important.
yeah, common courtesy demands that you order for what you can afford.
Yeah, I
So
think that conversation, because it's important. It's as simple as asking the guy, "What's your budget?" You know,
Exactly.
it's as simple as that. If someone is saying they want to take you out on a date, and maybe you don't really know much about this person or what they do or if they
Yeah.
can afford, you know, you can, as simple as, "What's your budget?" So that if maybe, let's assume you had a long day and you just want to eat, you're hungry and all, you know his budget, and then you just add up your own money to it and then you pay. I mean, in this era, it's no longer a big deal splitting the bills anymore. It's that's why you should work for have your money, have your money, so that so those are the etiquette. I know as independent ladies, sometimes I too forget the whole allow the man open the door for you and all
Yeah.
sometimes, but consciously, you know, sometimes just allow yourself to be treated as a baby girl, and it's part of those things, and then we'll just be classy, and then they will not leave you on the dates, so you don't get somebody running away because you were looking
Exactly.
so just be simple, be yourself and be classy, and apply some of this etiquette. And even the way you enter the car, the way you sit, some people enter
calm
cars
down.
like they are like they want to die put to water. And it's simple as you just sit with your legs out and then turn your leg into the car. That's
Exactly.
it's that simple.
And lastly, aside even the physical, even on social media, there are ethics. You don't just you've not spoken to someone before, or maybe you've spoken to the person before, and then you just boom into the person's DM and
Hi there.
hello there, and then you're waiting for a response.
Soft.
So, as a lady, you really need to do things with class, especially if you're approaching someone that you've not spoken to before. I think we've said that before.
Yeah.
It's true. Please
During the networking
state your
episode.
name, who you are, what you want to inquire from. This person will take
Be
you
formal.
serious.
Be formal.
Be very formal. This
Something
person
that
will
would
take
make you
very,
stand
very
out. Yeah.
serious. Instead of just going there and then waiting for the person to come to respond and all of that. And lastly, too, we also need to be very conscious of the things we comment on social media. Many a times when I go through posts, I see a lot of ladies say using vulgar words, saying a lot of things. Okay, maybe you may not agree with the post, but you can disagree politely. You don't have to rain curses on that
No, just
person
lash
or
the
use a
person.
kind of vulgar words on that person and all of that.
Yeah, because everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly.
The fact that your opinion doesn't resonate with me doesn't mean you are wrong and I'm right. It just
Yeah.
means that I need to understand you better. I need to just see it from your own point of view, and so commenting really, it has a way of denting your integrity on social media. So when you need to comment, do it politely, do it formally, and when you need to reach out to someone, do it formally. And then do, at the end of the day, just you leave a mark in the person. The person is wondering, who is this person, like this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I really hope you've learned a thing or two about etiquettes that can boost your confidence as a young woman. We've
Yeah,
come to the end of
this
this
episode.
episode, and we hope to see you in our next episode.
So yeah, keep liking, keep sharing. You can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook, Sisterhood and Self. Please keep liking and subscribing. Until then, see you on the next episode.
Bye, and thanks for watching.
Bye.